Hey y'all, just a little video going over another scripture that may confuse a lot of you guys, and just people using it out of context again. People usually do, and they use this to say that once saved, always saved isn't true, which is obviously false. But okay, so Revelation 3 verse 5 says, "He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels." So a lot of people say overcoming. This means overcoming sin. Obviously not. We can't do that on our own, because we have this flesh. We have this flesh that is in our body. It is a sinful flesh. This flesh is not born again. The only thing that's born again is our soul. Our soul's born again. That's why Paul says, with the mind I myself serve the law of God, but with the flesh, that's where I serve the law of sin. And let's see, first of all, what does overcoming mean, and who are the ones that are overcoming? What does overcome mean? So who's going to be clothed in white raiment, as it says in here in Revelation 3? So now let's turn over to 1 John, and we will see who overcomes. We'll see who overcomes. Okay, now let's go to 1 John chapter 5. First John chapter 5 verse 4 says, "For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our" what? "Our turning from sin." No, our faith. Our faith. And who is born of God? What does it say? Who is born of God? Verse 1, it says, "Whosoever believeth that Jesus Christ is born of God, and everyone that loveth him, that begat loveth him, is also that is begotten of him." So who is born of God? Or no, who overcomes? The ones that are born of God. And who is the ones that are born of God? The one that believes that Jesus Christ is born of God, and believes on Jesus Christ, that trusts in him alone for their sins and for their remission of sins. So this little thing to help y'all out a little bit. And I was talking about earlier with how we can't fully overcome sin with this body, because this body, it's sinful. We have a sinful flesh. It's an ongoing battle every day. We can walk in the spirit, but we still have a flesh that will sin. So Romans 8 verse 3 says, "For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh," the sinful flesh, saying that our flesh, we can overcome sin. The spirit can, but the flesh can't. "God sending his own son in the likeness of" what? Sinful flesh. God sent Jesus in the same flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh. Only Jesus did that. No human on this earth has ever done it except Jesus. So just a little clarification to clear that up for y'all. And then look at this next verse, "That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, after the spirit." Look, righteousness of the law isn't fulfilled when we're walking in the flesh, when we have sin, but when we're in the spirit. Perfect spirit is born of God. I just pray that y'all have a blessed day and this helps. Amen.